Yeah, Ramesh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I will.
unable to hear any voice actually. I'm just
No,
testing.
no, no. It's still 7 p.m., right? So we'll just wait for like a couple of minutes.
Uh,
This.
meanwhile, like, can I ask you one question? Like, I just need some kind of inputs from you. If it is possible, I can ask, or else in end of the session, like, I can. So, your
We can go with end of the session, but yeah,
general
please.
idea,
Yeah,
general
yeah,
idea.
yeah. Please go ahead. No issues.
Actually, I've been into Durga and I've done with Sun certification in CoreJava and ACWCT.
Okay.
10 years back, so I know Durga very well actually.
Okay,
Complete
okay,
time.
fine.
So after that, like after 10 years, like I've been into Java, like I worked on SOAP, REST, and front end technology, something like that. Now the thing is like I'm working for same client from long 5, 8 years. So in
Uh-huh.
the project, I have implemented some microservices with Spring Boot, and we migrated from WebLogic server to Docker and Kubernetes, where we have manifest file and kate file, something like that, and it automatically we just commit that code and it gets deployed automatically actually as part of CI and CD. So my
Mm-hmm.
simple question is, I would like to, as a Java resource, I want to go with this AWS also. So for that, I saw like so many modules in that AWS, like networking, admin, developers, and solution architect, and also to learn that what are the prerequisites for that. Do I need to learn Docker and Kubernetes as well to before get into this AWS?
Okay, good question. And the simple answer is no. Before you learn Dockers and Kubernetes and any other tools, first of all, you need to learn AWS. AWS is mandatory to learn the other tools, whatever you say, Dockers and Kubernetes and all those things. Okay, so your starting point is AWS. And before AWS, do we need to know anything? Maybe no. Whatever knowledge you have, that is more than enough for you to like start your career in AWS. Okay.
Okay, okay. And one last question, sorry. So there is some kind of relation, like for I'm seeing so many in blogs, like for Java resources who is having 10 years. So I see so many modules. So what are the content? I've just gone through your content. So will it really fit to my requirement? Because if that is true, then I'll go with recording session, because I'm not interested, attending the daily these video sessions actually. So that's why I joined actually. That is a question I'm having, because I saw so many AWS this thing modules developers.
Yeah, see, after 8, 10 years of working experience, it's very hard for anyone to like, start anything from scratch. I can understand your situation.
Yes.
So these are the major things actually you have. We'll be learning about servers, storage, applications, networking, and some database. So if you're coming from any XYZ background, if you want to know something about cloud, these are the things you need to learn. So
Fundamental thing for it.
no, my friend, these are not fundamentals. So these are not basics. We'll be learning up to like administration level.
Uh,
So I cannot say the basics or I cannot say fundamentals.
okay.
Y-
Because what I heard from my colleagues or friends, like being a Java developer, you should have to have knowledge of AWS, all these things. But AWS learning with respect to admin, with respect to networking is different. Again, it's a different field. That's what
See,
I'm not.
yeah, I got your question, but in AWS, one of the module is network. It's not like only networking. Can you see this networking concept here?
Okay.
You should have the knowledge of IP addressing. You should have the knowledge of something called virtual private cloud. You should know like how to launch a server or where to launch a server. Not only from Java background, my friend. If you are coming from any XYZ background, suppose someone is a Python developer. Okay,
Okay.
someone is into machine learning, someone is into like data science. These people should know the concept of AWS. In every batch of mine, people are coming from different background. Actually, companies are asking people to go and learn AWS. Maybe they are
Okay.
working as a Python developer or Java programmer or Java developer, whatever. Their companies are asking them to go and learn AWS because at the end of the day, you need to implement something, you need to test something, you need a platform to do those things, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
that platform is provided by cloud actually. That platform you can get in cloud. So
Okay.
blindly, instead of, relying on some other administrator, you should have the knowledge so that you can take some server, you can take some, storage and you can run some application, you can test everything by yourself. So this is not only with you, my friend, this is with all the other programmers and, developers and all these people who should have the concept of AWS.
Okay, okay. So if I take the recording sessions, as I won't be having much time actually. So I can bump from one module to other problem. Like let's think I took this AWS.
No, yeah, I got your question. Sorry to interrupt you. But every session is, see, every session is connected with the other session. If you're directly jumping into the 10th session, maybe for example,
Uh,
that will not help you because we need to prepare everything. It's not like topics are different or topics are not interconnected. Each and every topic is connected with other. So if you are in 10th class, for suppose 10th session, maybe we have discussed something in second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth session that is now coming again in 10th session and it is helping you. So I don't recommend you or any other person to just take some only topics. It's not possible to learn by learning some topics. You have to go from scratch up to the big level. Okay, by taking recorded sessions, you can do one thing. You have the time with you, so you can just in next 10, 12, 15 days, maybe you can go through all the recorded sessions. That's a different thing. But the recommended thing is just go step by step, just go session by session.
okay, so there won't be any change in like live and recording. It
Every session, maybe like I'll be adding something every new batch. Cloud is still relatively a new technology. So things are changing rapidly now and then. So hopefully by the end of this course, of
oh.
45 days, 50 days, maybe at the end of the course, I may be adding something there.
Achha,
Maybe
because why I'm asking is I don't have much time actually because my project is it's going to end in the month of August 20th like that. So I thought like why don't so I thought like I'll dig into this AWS and so that it will be added advantages because I attended few interviews. I worked on SOAP, JAX-RS and uh, what is this XML, XSLT, Spring Boot, Spring Batch data, everything.
yeah,
They
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
asking me some extra like do you have any knowledge on this AWS because something it is new to me actually. That's why,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. For everyone, when they start something, obviously it will be new, but still, okay, do one thing. Just take the recordings if you're interested, then. But I will not recommend you to go with a selected topic that will not help you. That is what I'm trying to explain you. If you have to
Achha,
go,
I understood. I understood. Even for recording also, we have to continuously we have to listen. Don't jump in.
exactly, that is the thing I'm supposed to explain you.
That's fine. That's fine. So, and there is no relation, right? Docker, Kubernetes, and AWS. Because the problem is,
And,
I have highlighted, Docker and Kubernetes in my current project. In some interviews, like they are getting into complete in-depth knowledge of this Kubernetes and Docker, as like they are asking
see,
DevOps, right? CI/CD, something like that.
see, that is what I'm saying. If I say the relation, I can say one thing. You cannot learn Dockers and Kubernetes directly without having the knowledge of cloud and the services that we use in cloud.
Uh,
So that's not like you can directly jump there. First, you should know this concept, then you can go with those tools.
Acha, acha. Okay, fine. That's fine. That's Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, friends, let us, yeah, we have some discussion there about cloud. That was for a very experienced person. And let us go with the basics again. We have seen something yesterday, right? Some basics of cloud here. And let us try to like go a bit deeper into cloud. Remember the two major questions we were trying to, discuss yesterday? Let me just come again. One was, what is cloud computing? See, it may take maybe couple of more sessions for you to understand more about cloud computing. So step by step, we'll just try to go there and just try to dig deep. Okay, so this is one thing that we will see again. And the second question was pre-requirements to learn cloud computing. So like I said yesterday, also pre-requirements. Okay, if you have some knowledge, let's say you're coming from some other background, like say Linux administration background, or suppose you have some real-time experience with some other things like Java or Python, that is added advantage. You know how things are working out there. But if you are a fresher, you just finish your bachelor's, okay, or maybe master's, okay, without any knowledge. Maybe you did bachelor's and master's in, let's say, marketing, or let's say commerce, or anything else, anything. You just need to have bachelor's and master's. That is more than enough. If you know how to use a computer and if you know how to use the internet, you're more than eligible to start your cloud computing career right here, right now. Done. So there are no pre-requirements. Whatever pre-requirements are there, I'll be covering all these things whenever we go with a big module or a major topic. Done. So this is clear, hopefully. Now, what is cloud computing? This is a big question that we need to address again and again so that we can get the complete idea of what is cloud computing and why it is so much in demand, why companies are looking for people who knows the cloud computing concept. Not only in India, globally, everywhere. Okay. So the examples that we took yesterday was, one of the example was about our data, right? And when I say data, I'm talking about any form of data. Some documents, maybe some emails, some messages, okay, audio files, video files. At the end of the day, everything comes in, everything comes under the data format, right? So there are different types of files available. So where you keep your data, where you store your data, the place where you store your data is known as a storage. And normally what we say storage means hard disk, right? Fine. That is one of the storage we have. Pen drive can be a storage, but in a company, we cannot expect people to use a pen drive to store the data, right? Maybe my personal data I can store in a pen drive. Okay. But still, is it safe to store data in a pen drive or in a computer? I'll share my experience actually. Uh, I have one more mobile. My wife is using another mobile. We have some photos, our kids' photos. Okay. So recently, like a couple of months before, there was an issue in that mobile. There was some problem. It was not working. And she was very worried because there are like many photos of many recent functions and some, traveling and all those things. So she thought like all the photos are, deleted. You know what I did? I just created an account in Google. There is a Google Drive. I have uploaded everything in Google. So in case due to some reason the mobile phone is not working, or it is like, stolen somewhere, or the person is not able to find the mobile phone, whatever the reason it can be, still my information, let's say photos in that example, the photos are there somewhere in cloud. The photos are there in the Google server. So Google server is a cloud for me. Google people are offering cloud services. So they are saying you can take 15 GB for free. Use it, keep your information there, keep your data there. In case if you want to increase, you can increase by paying some money. Okay. So storage is a place where we keep our data, and wherever storage is available. If it is available with you in your laptop or mobile phone, then it is a local storage. But in case if you're using Google Drive here, to keep your data, this Google Drive is a cloud for you. That's it. If you take storage from some other company like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and all these people, that is your storage. Now, what is the advantage here of taking storage from them? I may say like, okay, if I keep the hard disk with me, I may say like it is more secure, or I can carry this hard disk everywhere. No, actually we cannot carry hard disk everywhere, a laptop or some other machine everywhere, right? But we have our mobile phone with us. We have internet connection in the mobile phone at any time, anywhere. So what we can do? We can connect to cloud anytime by using the internet connection, and we can access our data there. We can access our photos or documents or anything. So actually keeping data, any form of data over the cloud is much better comparing keeping the data in our company, in our local storage. Okay. Google companies managing this storage. Amazon people, they are managing the storage. Microsoft people, they are managing the storage. Just imagine company like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, if they are managing the storage device or the storage infrastructure, how good they are in managing all these things, right? They have a huge infrastructure there. So instead of me managing my hard disk or keeping the hard disk in a safe and secure place, I'll just keep the data over the cloud. That is much better. This is one easy example of storage. This is one easy example of cloud, that keeping data over the cloud with more security. It's not like if you keep data over the cloud, it is 100% safe. No, I'm not saying this. And I'm not saying like if I keep the data in my local hard disk, that is also 100% safe. I can say one thing. If you keep data over the cloud, it is more safer compared to the data which is there with you locally. That is for sure, because we have like many methods in which we can provide better security there. Over the cloud, we can provide better security, much better security compared to the local data centers. Now that was one example. And the other example that we took was about applications. Now, to run a application, what we need actually, we need a data center, we need a network, we need some platform where we can test our applications or run our applications. So what exactly we need? We need server hardware, mandatory, server OS. It can be Windows or it can be Linux, but we need a server OS. We need some storage device. We need some firewall so that we can protect our network. We need some router so that we can, make communication. We need some switch so that we can make communication within our network. Okay. We need some cables so that, we can connect all these devices. Okay. And then we need to have proper cooling system. We need to have proper power backup. Okay. We need to have, physical security to our data center. Just to run an application or to store data, we need to have all these things, my friend. A computer network, a computer data center will have all these things. Now, server hardware, it can be like 100 servers, 200 servers, 1000 servers. It depends on the size. There can be many servers available there. Okay, server operating system. Windows has many versions. In Linux, again, there are many versions. Red Hat is there, Ubuntu is there, CentOS is there. And within this Red Hat, we have like many different versions. Okay, storage, how much storage we need? 10 TB, 20 TB, 100, 1000, whatever. We need huge capacity, so we need to spend more money. So whatever you see here, my friend, this is actually a local data center that we have in every company. Okay, so to make this local data center, to build this local data center, we need to bring different devices. Okay, from where we can take a server? Servers we will take from companies like IBM or HP or Dell, or we have like many more other companies like Lenovo, Toshiba, and all these companies. Whatever laptop companies are there, majorly all the companies will offer you the physical server. Okay, server operating system, like I said you, Windows, or you can go with Linux or both. For storage, we have something called EMC, again a very big company. Firewall, we have like some companies like Cisco or Juniper or Palo Alto. There are many more companies. Routers, again, Cisco is a very big company or very famous. Juniper is also quite famous. Same for your switch, Cisco, Juniper. Okay, cables are physical cables. And for cooling system, there will be some other, team or some other company where we need to contact. Power backup, we need to take some UPS and all the other things. Okay, physical security, we need some physical, a big, place where the physical security is properly designed. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you go back in history from 1980s till today, if you want to make a computer network to run your applications and to store data, these are the things we need to consider first. There will be a separate team for servers. There will be a separate team for storage. Okay, separate team for firewall, separate team for routers, separate team for cables and all those things. But you know what happens now? We have some people, we have some companies like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform. I'm just naming these three companies: Amazon, Microsoft, Google. This is more than enough for us to know like how big is cloud, right? If you want to know the other companies, there is something called Alibaba, Oracle, Cisco, Juniper, Salesforce, Citrix, DigitalOcean. There are many more companies. In India, we have something called Control S, which is there in Hyderabad as well as in some other cities of India. So there are many companies. What these companies are saying, very simple. These companies are saying, let's say Amazon will come to you and Amazon people will say, listen, you want to run your application? Yes. You want to store your data? Yes. So to store your data and to run your application, you need this many things, right? My answer is yes, I need this many things. But you know what Amazon will say? Amazon will say, no need to take any of these things. Why you are bringing all these things in your network? Amazon will say, we will provide you all these things. How many servers you need? 100. Take 100 servers. How much storage you need? 20 TB, 50 TB. We'll provide you that much storage. You need firewall? We will provide you firewall. You need better cooling system, power backup, physical security. We'll provide you everything. So a company like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they are cloud providers. These companies will say, listen, we have data centers available across the globe. We have huge data centers available across the globe. You can simply connect to our data centers from your company using an internet connection, and you can store your data and you can run your applications. There is no need for you to build the data center by taking all these things. There is no need for you to bring all these devices in your company. This is a very old traditional way of running the network. So the cloud provider is saying, just come to us, use our infrastructure and store your data and run your application. No need to worry about server hardware. So when you take a server hardware, maximum you're using server for like 2 to 3 years. That is the life of a server. Server is running 24/7. I cannot use a machine for like 10 years continuously. No way. Server operating system, many new operating systems are coming every month, every year. Okay. Storage, no one knows how much storage is needed. Maybe right now 20 TB is okay, but maybe within week or 10 days, you're getting new projects. So 20 TB is very less now. Maybe you need, let us say 50 TB. Then what to do? There are many issues here. So if you want to increase your storage from 20 TB to 50 TB, you know what to do? Again, go back to some online, somewhere online, or go to some, showroom somewhere and bring the extra storage and connect the storage. It's a very painful job. I'm using the correct terminology here. It's a very painful job for the company's data center team to make changes in the data center. Adding more devices or removing the devices is not so easy, my friend. I repeat, adding the devices or removing the devices is not at all easy. They have to make a lot of changes in. So instead of bringing all the devices in our company and making a data center and running the data center, we can simply connect to the cloud. And how things are there in cloud? Remember I showed you? Let us say AWS data center. I'm just trying to show you Amazon data centers, and it may show some other also. See, these are the data centers Amazon people have. They have data centers across the globe. Okay. And these data centers have everything that we need, starting from servers, storage, routers, switches, firewalls, okay, server operating system, whatever I need to store my data and to run the application, everything they have in the data center. So I just need to connect to any one of these data center and I just need to run my application or store the data. Everything will be taken care by the cloud provider. Cooling system, power backup, physical security, upgrading of hardware, bringing new servers, okay, bringing the latest technology, everything is taken care by the cloud provider. I just need to connect to them, store my data, run the application. This is the concept of cloud here, my friend. So the old traditional methods that we were using for many decades, that traditional method is going down because companies are not willing to bring all these devices. The other disadvantage actually we have here is the money that we spend here. This is too big amounts, my friend. See, today, 25th July, suppose I want to start a business. First of all, I need to bring all these devices. I need a dedicated team for servers and OS and storage and everything. I need a dedicated team. I need to bring all these devices. The people will start connecting these devices and these people will, build the network. So it may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It depends on the size of the network. Okay. It will take that much time. Then my business will start. There is no guarantee that my business will run successfully. Suppose imagine I brought totally 100 servers. Maybe in 3 months, 100 servers are looking too much for us. Or maybe in next 3 months, we may feel like, okay, 100 servers are nothing. Let us bring like 200 more servers. So the business can go down or it can go up. So if it is going down, maybe 30 servers are enough now. What to do with the remaining 70 servers now? Or let us say business is super success. Then we need to bring, let us say, another 150 server, 150 more servers. So again, bringing 150 more servers will take a lot of time, and adding this 150 servers with the previous 100 servers and making all this configuration, it will take a lot of time. So instead of, having this many issues, my friend, you know what I can do? Let me just show you a small demo. I'll just sign into my account here. I have a AWS account, like you will have a AWS account hopefully very soon. And every company who is connected to cloud, they have an account in that cloud. Let us say Amazon, Amazon account, Microsoft, Microsoft account, Google, Google account. Okay, so just have an account here. Let's say I'll connect to Mumbai data center. Amazon people have data centers in different location. One of the location is Mumbai. In India, we have two locations, Mumbai and Hyderabad. Okay, there are many local zones. What are these local zones? I'll explain you later, but there are two major locations from where Amazon people are providing the cloud services. See, I have connected to Mumbai region. I'll do one thing. I'll just go to this EC2 service, and there is something called launch instance here. I'll just select test here. I have different operating systems here, AWS, Linux, Ubuntu, Red Hat. I'll go with Ubuntu, quite famous OS, right, from Linux. Microsoft also is here. I'll just go there and select some more things here. Okay, key pair. I'll go and select some key pair. I'll do something in network settings here. Why we need to know network settings? Because whenever we launch a server, we should know what is this VPC, what is a subnet, what is the IP address. Then we have something called firewall settings here. These things we need to know. Okay, we have something called storage. What is the storage? How much storage is needed? How to increase and decrease storage? All these things we need to know. And see, it is asking you how many instances you want, how many servers you want. For practical purpose, I'll say 3. I'll say launch instance. I just said 3. I selected some options. I said 3. I said launch instance. You know what happens now? Can you see it is showing as pending? Just wait for another 5 to 10 seconds. These 3 servers will be ready for me. Still it is showing pending. Within 5 seconds, these 3 servers will be ready, and I can use these servers. I can connect to the server. See, one is already up. It is showing as running. Second one is also up. Let us say this is test server 1. It is up. Test server 2. It is up. And test server 3. It is also up. What I did here, maximum in 60 to 70 seconds, or let us say 100 seconds, less than 2 minutes, I have launched 3 servers. What I can do in these servers? I can run my application. I can run my application. Let us say storage. You need storage here. You need some space to store data. I can say create volume here. How much storage you need here? 100 GB. Take 100 GB. 1000 GB. Take 1000 GB. In next couple of minutes, 1000 GB storage will be available for me. I can keep my data there with all the security things and all the encryptions and all these things. I can keep the data there. So how easy it is for companies to store the data and run the applications, my friend. This is what cloud is all about. This is the reason why cloud is in so much demand. 3 servers are running now. I'll do one thing. I'll connect to one of these server. Let's say connect. There are certain steps here. I'm not explaining anything as of now because, once we go with the classes, hopefully we can see all these things in great details. But as of now, let me just go somewhere here. There is a key. Mumbai. Yeah, I'll just right click. I'll say git bash something. I'll paste here. I'll explain each and everything what I'm doing here, my friend. But right now, you know where I am right now. Can you see the IP address here? 172.16.1.250. Let me go to the AWS console once. Go to these instances here. Go to machine number 1. Can you see the IP address 172.16.1.250? I have created a server, or I have created servers, and I have already connected to the server. And whatever you want to do here, you can do is, this is your Linux machine now. Isn't it? This is a Linux machine. Let's say touch file 1 dot dot, let's say 100 ls. Okay, I just created a file with the name. Okay, whatever. I just created one file here with the name file, and I should be creating 100 files here. No, this is the reason why it did not came. This bracket. Now see here, 100 files are created. If you know something about Linux, if you have any basic knowledge of Linux, you know what is this touch command and what is this ls command. You know where this server is running actually? I am sitting in Hyderabad. I have connected to the AWS data center, which is there somewhere in Mumbai. I connected to the data center. I have launched the server and I started working in that server. I'm creating files here. I can create directories here. I can run some applications here. This is cloud computing, my friend. Do I need to worry about all these things? Physical server, server OS, storage, firewalls, and all those things? No, settings are there. There were some settings actually. So I have used all the settings. In coming classes, we will see which setting is used where or what exactly is this particular setting. All these things we will see. But as of now, I have just used some of the settings and I have successfully launched my server. I have connected to this server and I can do anything in that server. Anything in the sense I can run any application and I can store data over there. This is what you need to know. These are the services you need to learn to, start your career as a cloud engineer or cloud administrator or associate level, whatever. This is what we have to do. Okay, now 3 servers are running. And if you feel like, okay, 3 servers are more now, let me just try to like remove some servers. You can go there. There is your option called terminate. So once you say terminate here, that's it, my friend. This server will go down. First, it will go down as shutdown, then it will be terminated. Terminated means the server will be deleted permanently. This is the way the cloud supports the companies. This is the way the cloud operates. So we need to create an account, connect using that account to the cloud provider's data center and make your own network there. It is called virtual private network. Make your own network, run your applications, store your data, create your EC2 machines, do all the activities that you can do in your physical data center. So the thing that we need to learn here is, see, if you go with a physical data center, server administration, there is a different team. Storage, there is a different team. Firewall, there is a different team. Router, there is a different team. But as a cloud administrator, you should have the knowledge of servers, server operating system, storage, firewall, router. You should have the knowledge of all these things. And we'll be learning all these things in details. So no need to worry about the physical infrastructure now, right? No need to worry about all these things, power backup or cooling or physical security and all those things. Okay, this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Okay, so servers will be there, storage will be there, application, how much we use, that much we need to pay. Let us see a definition. Actually, this is the definition I have taken from Amazon documents, and it says cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. So what are these IT resources? Servers, server operating system, storage, applications, database, security, okay, networks, all these are IT resources. So it is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. How much you use, that much you need to pay. If I'm using 30 servers, I'll be paying 30 servers. If you're using 395 servers in your company, obviously your charges will be different, right? Compared to my charges. Okay, it depends. So how much we use, that much we are paying. It is something like your electricity bill. I may get electricity bill as 700 rupees. You may get electricity bill as, let us say, 1950 rupees. You are consuming more power, you are getting more bill. Someone is consuming less power, he'll be getting less bill. That's it. Okay, so here it says, instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers, this is a very big point. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and database on as needed basis. How much you need, you can access that much from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services or Google services, Microsoft services, IBM services, Alibaba, Oracle, Cisco, Juniper, all these services. So every cloud provider is providing this same logic. Every cloud provider is providing you with the IT resources. Okay. If I can go to some other definition, let me just take one more definition from some other company. Okay, this is also I have taken from Microsoft, IBM, Google. Okay, this is much better. Setlis is again a very big company. It says Cloud computing is a range of services delivered over the internet or the cloud. It means using remote servers to store and access data instead of relying on the local hard drives and private data centers. Very simple definition, right? Whatever I have taken here, I have taken from their authentic documents actually. So Citrix is a big company. They says, why you are keeping a local hard drive? See, normally in a company, we are not having one hard drive, right? We will be having a big storage where we have to keep all the data. So they are saying, why you're doing this much? Why you're taking that much risk? Just come to us. We'll provide you everything. You know, for last 1 week, 10 days, you can see in India everywhere there are heavy rains. You might have seen, you know, some places where the water is up to like second floor. What if there is a data center there? Everything is gone, my friend, right? But you know what these cloud providers will do? They have data centers in different countries and different continents. So in case if there is some natural disaster happening, you know, in case something is happening anywhere, I'm not naming anything. In case something is happening at suppose A location, your data copy will be available maybe like 15,000 kilometers away in B location. So in case if something is happening here, floods, tsunami, earthquake, anything can happen, right? If something is happening here, you still have a copy somewhere in B, which is around 10,000 kilometers away from your A location. Or a copy can be there in C, which is around, let us say, 7,000 kilometers from your A location. So our applications and data can be recovered at any time. You know, cloud providers, they will provide you durability up to 99.9999, 11 nines. If I say 100%, that will not be correct technically, right? But 99.999%, that's a huge thing, right? Can you give any guarantee from your device? Can you say like, or can we say like, okay, our device, there is a mobile phone or laptop, whatever data, whatever documents are there, they are, you know, 80% safe and secure? No, that's literally not possible, right? No one can say this. But cloud people, they are giving guarantee of 99.99999%. That much data guarantee will be there. So in case if you lose your data here for some reason, say till now there is no case like, you know, due to some natural disaster, the complete data center is down. But you know, safe side, in case if there is happening somewhere, we have one more location where we have a copy, or they will keep a copy for us, which can be 10,000 kilometers away, or that can be 3,000 kilometers away. Or let's say one is in India, one is in South Africa, one is in Brazil, USA, UK, Singapore, Australia, different locations. Okay, now let me just go with one more thing here. See, like I said, the chat box is always open, friends. And I can see a couple of new faces today. And in case if you want to see what we have discussed yesterday, please go to the recorded session that we have already uploaded in the YouTube channel. DURGASOFT people have a YouTube channel, so it is already uploaded there. You can just go there and you can just see what we have discussed. But I can say whatever we have discussed yesterday and today, everything we will see in great details in our coming session. This is just a demo session here. So I'm just trying to, like, you know, make things easier for you by, you know, showing the advantages that we have in cloud. Okay. Now these are the cloud providers. For last 12, 13 years, Amazon is at #1 place. You know, every year they do survey. So according to survey, Amazon is at #1 place. #2 is for Microsoft Azure and #3 is for GCP, Google Cloud Platform. This is the actually numbering going on for last 12, 13 years. Fourth, sometime it is IBM, sometime it is Alibaba, it depends. But overall for last 12 years, Amazon is at #1 place for many reasons. Okay, they have many services to offer. They have, you know, huge data centers available. They have better support team. So there are many reasons why, you know, Amazon is at #1 place for last 12 years. And I can say with 100% guarantee for many more years to come, Amazon will be at #1 place. You know how much is the difference here between Amazon and Microsoft? When I say #1 and #2, every time it is not so easy. For example, if I say Sachin, how many centuries he have? 100. What about Virat Kohli, who is at #2? Maybe at 75, 76 something, right? Virat Kohli is not at 96 as of now, right? 96 centuries or 97 centuries. If he's at 96 or 97 centuries, then it is quite close. But he's at 76, 24 more centuries to score. Just imagine how much time he may take to score 24 more centuries. Okay, just imagine if Sachin is also playing, he might have scored like 130 more centuries. So what I'm trying to show you here is Amazon is at number 1 place, number 2 is Microsoft, but the gap between number 1 and number 2 is too huge. One more thing, if you learn AWS and suppose your plan is to go in the cloud career, if you learn AWS, you know about Microsoft Azure as well as Google Cloud Platform. Concept wise, all the services are same. So after learning this AWS, you can learn Microsoft Azure by yourself. Some services here and there can be different, but overall the concept will remain same. Suppose if you are using a Samsung mobile phone, can we go and use Oppo or Vivo or some other company mobile phone? Of course we can do that, right? Company is different, but overall the concept of the mobile phone, the purpose of the mobile phone will still remain same. So just try to learn AWS in a best way. And then in future, you can just go with Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud Platform and some other things. Always try to learn at least always try to learn the technology at least from 2 companies. By the end of this year, we are still in July. How many more months are there? Around 5 months, right? So by the end of this year, if you can, get the good knowledge of Microsoft Azure and AWS, first AWS and then Azure, then my friend, you're eligible to get a job in majority of companies across the globe. Your resume will be, getting more attention compared to some other person's resume who is having only AWS. Why I'm saying this? Like I said you before, once you go with AWS, you're more than eligible to understand Microsoft Azure by yourself. Just try to go and read the authentic documents of Microsoft Azure. There you can learn the technology very well. Like for example, in AWS, we have something called VPC. Same service will be here. In AWS, we have storage. Same services here. In AWS, we have like virtual machine. Same services here. In AWS, we have IAM service. Same services here. Simple, right? Services will be same. Some extra things will be added. Or maybe some extra things, some things will be removed. Or the console may be different. So like this, some differences will be there. Okay. Now, these are the companies who are providing cloud services. But the question here is, who is using cloud computing? Now, my answer is, you name me any company actually where, that company is not connected to internet. Or you name me any company or name me any business that is not over the internet. Literally every business is here over the internet. Every company is having their own applications. Okay. Every company has their own data. So they need to keep something, right? They need to keep data in storage. They need to run the applications over the server. So they need the IT infrastructure for sure. So instead of building the IT infrastructure locally, they can just go with the cloud, whether it is universities or hospitals or any government, agencies or whatever you say, or any IT company, any banking sector. Okay, whatever business that is connected to internet, all these companies need the cloud services. Okay, IT companies may use more services, that's a different case, but still every company across the globe, every business across the globe, they need IT infrastructure to run the business. No one is using registers, right? Remember those days, they used to have registers and they used to write everything register to maintain the records. Today everything is digital, right? So everything is digital and everything is here over the cloud. So any business where they need IT infrastructure, that particular business, they need cloud services. That's it, my friend. Okay. Now, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? What are these models and all those things? Hopefully we'll see tomorrow. As of now, if there is any doubt, any question from your side regarding cloud services or whatever things you have, hopefully we can, discuss all those things. I'll just try to disconnect myself from this machine. It is running unnecessary. Terminate means I have just deleted my machine. That's it. So the machine which I have created in Mumbai region where all the files were available, I have just deleted that machine, not needed. So I have just deleted the machine. Yeah, Ramesh, please go ahead. Any question there?
Question right now I don't have, but I have one question. Like we have different set of, see, like cloud, right? There we have so many vendors, right? Like I mean, service providers like Azure and AWS, Alibaba. You said right.
Mm-hmm.
So when we, how can, on what basis, like whether I need, see, it's like, on what basis we'll try to choose whether I need to go with AWS or Azure or GCP. Suppose I have some kind of
Yeah,
project
yeah,
where I know like what is the hardware and how much GB it required and
yeah, exactly. Let me just come to that question. Good question. See, first of all, whatever project you are into it, for example, you are into any XYZ project, that project will support Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all these cloud providers. They all can provide you the resources that you need. Okay.
yes,
Okay. But the question here is how to decide which cloud service we need to learn.
correct.
Now it depends on the market. Amazon is in more demand. You know, Amazon covers approximately 45% of global market. See, who is the competitor of Amazon? Microsoft, Google, IBM, Oracle, Cisco, HP, VM. These are like huge, right? So when you have competitors like this, and if you still, take 45, approximately 45% market share, that's a big thing, my friend.
But the same service, whatever it is providing from Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
same thing Microsoft is also providing, right? So if
Exactly.
I get with less cost, then why don't I go with, why should I go with Amazon?
See, Amazon is providing, first of all, more services compared to Microsoft. That is
Oh,
the one thing. They are providing more services. Their data centers are majorly up 24/7, 365 days. They have a better team. They have a better support team. Their certifications are more in demand compared to some other Azure or Google or any other cloud provider. This is your market details.
okay.
Okay, I'll show you one survey. These people, they do survey every year actually. This one Gartner's report. Let me just go with the 2022, 2023. I guess it is still not yet published. Hopefully this by the end of this month, it will publish. Okay, so they will do surveys every year. And this was the survey of 2023, 2022. Can you see here as of June 2022 and see what they says here?
Mhm. Got it, got it.
Last year it was Alibaba. Couple of years before it was like IBM here. Alibaba came down actually this year because of Alibaba is first of all a Chinese company. There were some security issues. Okay, so
Yes.
it came down now. So some other thing will come hopefully in this month when they release this survey. So it depends on the market. As simple as this. Remember some years before there was a phone with the name Micromax. Remember the cricket tournaments used to be there with that particular phone. But are we seeing those phones nowadays? I don't think so, right? There are no new mobile phones coming from that company, Micromax or whatever. But Samsung is still there because they are providing better services, right? They are
Yes.
providing more features. So this is the simple logic.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. See, actually, I have already started a class at 8 p.m. Couple of classes they are, ahead with this session. So hopefully we'll be taking some people from this batch. People are planning to join. Our classes will be there every time at 8 p.m. So I just need to cover the topics that I've already covered for them. And hopefully from next Monday, our sessions will be at 8 p.m. We already have some group of people there. So people who are interested to join the session are just, for their information. For this week, it will be at 7 p.m. But from next week, that is from next Monday, our schedule will be at 8 p.m. So before you pay, I need to inform you everything. So this is the actual schedule. Okay. So hopefully this week, I'll be covering all these things that I have covered in that batch.
And apart from this, what are the courses you are offering? Like, is this a one AWS you are dealing with, or like, because
You're talking about the DURGASOFT Institute. You're talking about me.
I'm talking about you.
Okay.
I'm looking for a tutor who is comfortable and see, I've gone through so many tutors,
Okay,
so
fine.
that's why I'm asking you. Like, sorry.
See, I'm working and I'm into like, training for many years actually. Actually, my father was a government employee, so maybe there is something in my blood. So maybe I'm not no, government employee means government teacher. He was in the education department. So I started from, I remember 2010 or 11, I started Microsoft like MCAC and all those things. Then I was into like Cisco, CCNA, CCNP. I have given training on Linux and VMware, if you know this virtualization. Okay.
Yes,
But
yes.
as of now, I will be solely on Linux, AWS, and then DevOps. MCAC, CCNA, okay, still the demand is there, market is there. But currently, this is something which is in huge demand. You can make your career on these three: Linux, AWS, and if you can go with the DevOps, then for next 12, 15, 20 years, actually, done. You have a path, you just need to go on that path. How far you can go, it's up to you. So I'll be dealing with this now. I'm into some other projects and some other things actually. So I'm not started any DevOps session till now in DurgaSoft, but I have taken all these things. So as of now, AWS and only Linux administration.
Okay.
But this was my previous experience in training and all these things. So Cisco was good for some time. Linux, VMware was good for like a couple of years, and yeah, it depends. Okay, see here, whenever we log in into the account, actually, what we do, we just sign in with, I'll show you how to create an account. Whenever you log in, you need to have your mail ID. So this is my mail ID using, create an account. First, you need to have a mail ID of Google or Gmail or any mail ID. And with this mail ID, you can have your, to explain you in coming sessions. And there are some more things actually. Okay, this is a demo. You're learning, whether you're comfortable or not, all these things you need to learn. But like I said, these are the things we'll be covering. We'll be covering our different servers and all those things. Server operating system, I'll show you Windows Server OS as well as Linux OS. Okay, different storage technologies and how to configure and connect storage and all those things. Firewall is indeed a very important part of our cloud administration, and obviously router. There are no switches for us. Switches are there in the cloud, but cables, right? So this is done. If it is from Cisco, there you so you just need to have the email address, and you can create your AWS account, and you can do everything. Normally, whenever you create AWS account, everything is free. That is what people say normally. No, there are certain things which are free, and there are certain services which are free for sometimes. It depends. It depends on the service that you're using. So I'll explain you all these things in details whenever we go with this. These are free, and if the service is not free, how much we need to pay for that particular service, and how we can practice each and everything. All these things we'll see in great details in our coming classes. Today I have completed some a bit more advanced things, so that we can easily catch the 8 p.m. people.
Yeah. Shakeel, I texted you. No, it's not mandate. Just I would like to talk like for 5 minutes, not in this. If it is possible, then fine. Or else, no, just ignore it.
See, my friend, I have to follow some protocol. I'm
No,
very
that's
sorry for
fine.
this.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking you, because
Yeah.
okay.
Protocol is protocol at the end of the day. So
And I heard that like some of the resources, if you want to use it like file system or database. So I heard like there will be two methodologies, like we can graphically, we can clicking the button, we can do whatever we can do, or else
Yeah.
programmatically also we can call, like we have some kind of, DB, some
Yeah.
resource.
See, GUI and CLI both will be there. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that everything will be covered in this.
No. Oh, see, it's a big ocean, my friend.
Okay.
Not
So
ocean. I can say all the oceans actually. Arctic, Antarctic, Pacific, Bay of Bengal. So 45 days, 50 days, literally it is not. See, I'll just talk to you in a very friendly way. This is to everyone. Whenever you do any course, my friend, do not expect even 60% also. No one can
I
teach. No,
understand.
yeah. But what I can say here is once you finish this course, whatever we are learning and whatever we are not learning, it depends on the syllabus, right? So whatever we are not learning, you will be in a position to learn those things by yourself.
Okay.
Everything you cannot learn anywhere. Just show me a place. Hopefully I can pay the fees. No one can show you everything within see, if I say, come to me for next 10 months, I'll show you all the services in AWS. Are you ready to come for 10 months?
No.
No one is ready to come for 10 months, right? When we
Yes.
say course, actually, we think of 45 days, 50 days, or maximum 60 days. When you think about college, we are thinking about 4 years for bachelor's, or at least for 3 years. But coming to courses, we are not thinking about 5 months, 10 months, 6 months. So no, there is see, actually, these are your job-oriented courses.
Correct.
Job-oriented courses means we will be preparing ourselves to get a job. Once you get a job, they are not putting burden on your shoulders. They are not saying like, okay, you have to do everything now. No, you'll get some responsibility. Like suppose I always say this, if someone is a chef, they know how to cook biryani, and suppose I'm a junior, I want to learn how to cook biryani. You know what that person will do? He will ask me to cut the tomatoes first. He will ask me to cut the onions first, right? He will not be allowing me to cook the biryani. So we are still at onions and tomatoes level. So from here we will start. So again, a friendly reminder, do not expect any institute, any trainer to teach you everything. That is literally not possible. Okay. But still, you will be learning the services that are, used in companies. You'll be preparing for jobs. You'll be preparing for interviews. And hopefully at the end of the course, you will say like, okay, this is cloud. We know what is cloud. Again, this is the way we can move. And these are the extra things we can learn. It is a learning process, my friend. Okay. And if you need any other suggestion, any other help, hopefully you can just ping me on this mail ID. This is the mail ID I have just entered here. Let me just enter that. This is actually AWS account ID. I'll enter. Hopefully I can help you something on this through this mail, through this email services. Okay, so hopefully you can just ping me for any other questions and any other suggestions. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. I'm here for like at least a couple of more minutes. Any other things? Hopefully we can have the discussion, or else we'll meet again tomorrow at 7 p.m. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be just going a bit deeper into cloud and cloud services, and we'll try to learn more about cloud. And again, before I go off, the actual timing is at 8 p.m. Okay. This week will be coming at 7 p.m. and we'll just try to cover the topics that I have already covered for these people, and then we can join them. Yeah, Ajay, please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Shakeel.
Yeah, Ajay, hello.
Yeah, actually, I had doubt for about this course. It will be like 40 days, right?
No, I think they have still not changed the number of days there. It will take 45 to 50 days.
So after completing the course, so DURGASOFT will provide certificate.
Yeah, they will provide certificate.
So what about certification?
You're saying online certification?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
professional online certification.
Yeah, I got your question. Online certification, Ajay, is the easiest thing you can do actually. Online certifications are nothing. Why I'm saying nothing, I'll just use some brief introduction about that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come to that in details.
Okay.
In case, if I say these are the 350 questions, these are multiple choice question answers. Take this 350, 400 questions and go to examination. In examination, let's say 65 questions will come. And if I say prepare these 350 questions, and when you go to examination, 65 questions will come in exam, and all the 65 questions will come from these 350 questions. Tell me, is it difficult for you to write the exam?
No, not at all.
Exactly. This is your online exam. Okay, which certificate to write, where to write, I'll come to this hopefully tomorrow. But I am saying writing certification is the easiest thing you do, my friend. Not only in AWS, whether it is Microsoft, Cisco, or any other technology, writing examination is the easiest thing you do. The place where you need to spend more time is actually learning. Learning should be interesting, and learning should be like very good. If you know the concept, certificate will not get a job for you, first of all. And in case if you get a job with reference, suppose through the certificates and all those things, at the end of the day, you need to work, I need to work, right? Certificate is not working for me. So certificates are nothing. Don't worry about certificates. It's very easy to pass the certificate. Okay. Learning is a place, learning is a thing where you need to spend more and more time.
Yeah, Shakeel, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm
And
just asking, like, previously I was called to DurgaSoft, so no one is responding to like that. So I'm just asking.
okay, no problem. But again, Ajay, I'll come to this question tomorrow, like which certificate to go, right? And where to write the
Yeah.
certificate. I'll be explaining all these things tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. Hopefully we'll meet again tomorrow at same time, and let's see how it goes in next couple of classes. Thanks a lot, friends. Bye. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.